100% guarantee in this life. Why? Because we know the laws. So many of these quote unquote spiritual, whoever the fucks, masters and mental, shut the fuck up. If you are not mastering and shifting your material paradigm to be aligned with the exact design of your mind, then whatever your world is yours, you're just a dumb delusional bitch. Consider the vibrations raised. In fact, everybody's material paradigm is a direct correspondent reflection of the design of their mind. So as you step into creating and cultivating a designer mindset, because you have all these generic mindsets, when you fuck with a person like me, you design a designer mindset, high class, elite, not for the incompetent who can't afford this, who can't live up to this. You feel me? This is like the Louis Vuitton of mindset. This is the Cartier of mindsets. This is the Prada of mindsets. This is the Ferragamo of mindsets. But this is the YWY of mindsets, because that's fucking self-respect. Why would I ever put those in my league? Either we equal or I'm above that bitch ass shit. YWY, your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. The purpose of this message right here is to get you to recognize that. Listen, you have the opportunity to be whatever the fuck you want to be. 100% guarantee. And the reason I say 100% guarantee is because all of you bitch-made humans consistently operate on fear. If there was no fear, you would proceed unhesitatingly and unthinkingly. You would just go ahead and do it. So what would you do if you knew that 100% you would succeed? What would you do and who would you be if you knew that 100% you could not fail? Whatever your world is yours, you'd be and become everything that you really want to be and become. So the question now becomes, why aren't you being and becoming everything that you want to be and become? Because of fear. So that 100% guarantee that you will be and become has now moved down in your mind, not in the actual reality of paradigms, but in your mind to 20% success, 10% chance. So you got an 80% belief in failure, 50% belief in failure, even 99% belief in failure is bitch made. Whatever your world is yours. How do they say that in the Bible, in the Quran? Even a mustard seed of doubt, you bitch ass humans. Whatever your world is yours. When you really know the laws of the universe, that means you really believe in quote unquote God. I'll explain that another time. But a lot of y'all say y'all believe in a higher power, but only align yourselves and commit your actions and your faith and your belief in lower powers. You'll run to the alcohol. You'll run to the smoke. You'll run to the lower powers because you have 100% belief that they will produce the effect that you believe that they will. Now, when it comes to aligning with the higher power, it requires a higher price. You must pay in effort. There's no cheating. There's no substituting. You must pay the exact price, which is the intelligent effort, the offering, the work, the actual being, and the actual becoming, right? So a lot of people, it's not even a matter of, will the universe make it happen? It's that, or will the universe fail? It's a matter of, will they fail? Consider the vibrations raised. I never hesitate on spending money because I don't believe the future for myself to have no money. Once you create a high value being like I've made myself, there's no duplicating Sheikhy Chic. This is one of a kind. Like I said at the beginning of this video, designer type of mind. You feel me? There's no other Sheikhy Chic. You will never find another one ever. And not simply just because there's no recombination of my genetics. My personality, my mentality, everything about me is actually so highly curated and specified and designed that you're never going to be able to even replicate this shit. You can study my moves all you want, but there's so many inner trappings in my mind that you really could never replicate. You should stop even trying to think along those lines. Now, like I'm saying, once you create a high value, indisputable, undeniable, curated, valuable asset of a person like myself, there's no way in the world you could be without. And especially because I know 100% that I will make your life better if you shut the fuck up and stop being a bitch and you stop fucking going back and forth with 1, yourself, 2, the universe, 3, me. I give you this fucking blueprint. You do this, this, and this. These are the laws. If you need to know how they work, sure, I'll explain that. But listen, the best people, shut the fuck up and get the work fucking done. Whatever your world is yours. Like I said, 100% guarantee that you will transform, ascend, and evolve into a higher version of yourself expeditiously accelerated as fast as possible, expedited as fast as possible, instead of running the game of guessing and trial and error, which is the worst way, the poorest way. Why your world is yours. Do you not recognize that you live in a universe where, one, the universe is about 13.8 billion years old. Let's say human consciousness is about 20,000, 40, 30,000 based on recorded history, writing, things like that. So we can actually like look back. We have 20,000 years, let's say even 10,000 with alphabet, because we had pictographs and hieroglyphics, and we have simple alphabet that create words that we can create and compound and put together conceptions that most people will fucking fail to articulate. Anyway, 10,000 years or so of recorded human experience, and you are born today in the future of all of that, after it's all been compiled through trial and error, and your dumbass is still thinking that you're going to spend your 80 years, maybe of existence, 70, 60, 50, who knows how long you're going to live, guessing, and you think you're just going to stumble upon it, you dumb fuck. The best thing about it is that you have the opportunity to get the answers. Most poor people ain't even asking questions. And most poor people don't even recognize that the poorest habit is procrastination. The poorest habit is not valuing time. They say that they value, life. They say that they value their existences, and they say that money is insignificant, but they always choose money over their time. And when you recognize that you can become more valuable in the same window of time, you can become more valuable in 60 seconds. You can become more valuable in an hour. You can become more valuable in a second, in converting your energy over into profit. That's what I wrote in the episode of Time of chapter 9 of Advancing Individual. It's about your conversion of energy input to output, and you want to be able to maximize that. You can't change the variable of time. Now we're saying things that most humans can't comprehend, but if you can pay the fuck attention, you can't change the variable of time. It moves how it moves. You can't scale it, you can't change it. But what you can do is change the amount of energy you put into a second, and based on how you put that energy into that second, you can convert that into more energy. So why your world is yours. Energy is everything, but most people are wasting energy and they're wasting time. Now you get down to the point. 100% guarantee, because I know the laws, so I don't live in scarcity. I know that everything that I do is an exact science. Everybody thinks manifestation is some weird ass magic and shit like that. No, it's fucking science. How about you read my third book, Believe and Manifest, the poetic science, systematic science of belief, faith, and manifestation. Everybody thinks it's this magic shit where you're gonna incant the universe and sidestep the laws of cause and effect and be able to finesse and, like I said, incant the universe into casting a spell to get what you don't deserve and cut the corner. The universe operates in exactitudes. The universe operates in equivalent exchanges. If you don't pay the exact price, which is the intelligent effort, you will not get the result. Whatever why your world is yours. So we have the blueprints and we have 100% certainty. The only uncertainty, again, is the individual. The individual either is planning on not doing the work or planning on not having money. But both of those are fears based on the individual being the uncertain one. So we need to make you into a person of certainty and a person of certitude, and a person in a place where humans consistently say they'll do something, then they don't do it. So then they program their subconscious, which I call the wife. They program the subconscious, which is the wife, to now believe that they're a liability bitch-made motherfucker and not be safe in the house. Now you have a subconscious who doesn't believe shit that you say and is really fearing for their life. And now you created a paradigm with yourself where you have no trust, you have no confidence. So what we do is set these non-negotiable habits. Now, once we set the non-negotiable habits, you become an individual who stays concise with their actions. You just become an integritous individual. Now you can learn to trust yourself. Now, as we start to scale and give you the different mechanisms of the universe, different understandings, different explanations, you can now apply these different explanations to the manifestation of particular outcomes, because you know that with certainty you will follow through. All of you bitch ass motherfuckers know that you are an uncertain person, and poor people live in uncertainties. They speak in ifs, they speak in maybes, they speak in whens, they procrastinate. Like I said, we do shit now. Motherfucker, whatever why your world is yours. So look at all these bitches, you feel me? The only thing stopping everybody in this life is doubt, which is another form of fear. Doubt is belief in the future being in an unfavorable outcome. Doubt is believing against the self. When you really know the laws and you have 100% guarantee because you know the laws, it's not a matter of luck, then you simply operate in 100% absolute faith because you know you're going to apply the laws at the highest degree and level. When you pay attention to the fact that the only reason people are fearing the outcome not happening the way they want to is because they know deep down that they're not going to apply themselves the way they need to, then you realize most of these people are just bitches who want more but are failing to recognize to be more. Consider the vibrations raised. Don't be like none of these bitch-made motherfuckers. Don't be like none of these broads. Don't be like none of these weird-ass humans. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a cheapskate and don't be a cheater of the universe. Everybody's trying to bypass the fucking laws of the universe. And that's how karmic debt gets accrued. You feel me? My happenings happened when I realized I was doing all of this shit to get the most out of the universe, finessing people, finessing everything. And I accrued the karmic debt, and I didn't want no smoke with the universe, so I didn't want to create any more negative karma. So all of my actions are creation of positive karma. A lot of self-restraint when it comes to shit that happens in the streets. A lot of self-restraint when it comes to happenings with myself and my personal existence. That's what happens. You stop creating negative karma and you know the laws of life. Consider the vibrations raised. Who would you be if you knew with 100% certainty that you could get it done? Who would you be if you knew 100% that it would succeed and it would happen? But seemingly you have some fear. Whatever why your world is yours, the only uncertainty is the individual. The universe never failed, the individual did. Sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. This is not about no motivation shit. This is not about no gimmicks. This is not about no fitness, none of that shit. I'm an actual light shadow worker. I'm an actual spirit guide in the modern age who's really ushering the consciousness of individuals willing and serving themselves, willing to serve themselves, willing to help themselves rise to new states of consciousness, new states of existence. If you pay attention, people think about economics as social mobility. Fuck social mobility. We're doing existential mobility. Do you even believe that you can rise through the ranks of socioeconomics? Social mobility is an individual born, let's say, in poverty and rises to achieve wealth. It happens for many people. A lot of people don't believe that for themselves. They just believe just because, for example, that they're black, that they're supposed to be poor. A lot of y'all think black people are supposed to be poor. And I'm talking about black people particularly, because if you didn't think black people should be poor, black person, then you wouldn't be a poor black person. You think that black people should be addicted, ass shaking motherfuckers. Why don't you? How do I know this? Because you are that. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. So what we're doing here is existential mobility. We're ascending in the ranks of existence by evolving into higher beings across all planes of existence. Consider the vibrations raised. Get your ass on a program. Learn to be around individuals of the higher caliber so that you can become a part of that frequency. Until then, you're going to sit back and continue to doubt yourself. There's no doubt on this side. I don't need your money. I don't need anything from anybody because I know who I am and I know what I'm about to be and I know the laws of the universe. So you could try to think it's about the money, but really who's the one fearing the lack of money in the future? Who's really the one fearing that they're not going to put the work in? Because if you put the work in and you know that you're going to have money in the future, then what's the hesitation, bitch? Fear is the proof of procrastination. Procrastination is the proof of fear. Consider the vibrations raised. Evolution, only solution. Self-mastery, only success. Discipline is the only freedom. You know what the fuck is up. Either you're going to level up or be one of these bitches who step up to the door of opportunity and look at themselves walk away like a pussy. Welcome to life, baby.